So, friends, I'm so happy and grateful that all of you have joined, and I am getting to talk on a topic which is very close to my heart. A few topics which I really indulge in, I practice a lot, and I also, seen the magical results happening due to practicing them, like practicing regularly and diligently gratitude, forgiveness, even Ho'oponopono has brought in a lot of changes in my life. So one of those topics, which is Ho'oponopono, which is a blend of actually, forgiveness, love, and gratitude, uh, which really, impacts everyone and anyone who has used it for whatever challenges we face in our lives. So we all are aware that, in fact, I would like to ask you all, you all must have heard about law of attraction. Since the pandemic, this word law of attraction and manifestation has become very prevalent, right? So all of us are aware what exactly is law of attraction. Is there someone who's never heard about this? I'm sure you all have. So, law of attraction says whatever we think about, whatever we feel about, we bring about. Means whatever is reflecting in our life, like our life and situations around us are the reflection of our inner being. That is, whatever our thoughts and feelings are, that gets reflected in the situations, people, and things around us. So, if there are any challenges, if we look at the life around us and we are always seeking something, some betterment. We want something more, some betterment at the physical level, at personal level, or social level for ourselves or for our loved ones. That if this happens, then perhaps life will be more settled, life will be more fulfilled. We all desire something or the other to be happening in the future. That means we feel there is some lack in this very moment. We are not completely feeling fulfilled. Is that not so? Yes. Could you all write on the chat? Like everybody desires something or the other in the future. मुझे ये चाहिए. I want this. Maybe I may be looking for a job. Right now I have a job. Or I don't have a job, then I'm looking for a job so that I could fulfill my daily needs. Or maybe I have a job, but I want a job which would be paying me more. Or maybe I need more, better pay in this very job, or a promotion in this very job. Or otherwise, if I'm looking for a home, I may be living in a rented apartment, and later on I want to have a home or apartment or a bungalow or a small home, whatever it is, which could be my own. So something or the other, or maybe I'm looking for something that my children uh, should be having. Perhaps I'm looking for a good admission for them in a school or a university, or their engagement or their wedding, something or the other. Maybe I'm looking for some more profit in my business. I'm looking for something or the other which should be happening in the future, which is not enough at the moment, which makes me feel lack, something missing in my life. And when this happens, life will be more settled. I will be feeling more fulfilled and happy and joyous, right? Is that not so? I think all of us agree with this. So, when law of attraction says whatever you think inside and feel inside, if I am feeling lack at the moment, I'm trying to manifest something in the future with this feeling of lack, will I be able to manifest prosperity, abundance, and more of whatever I want in my life? I will not, na? Because my inner self at this moment is feeling less. My inner self at this moment is not feeling worthy. I may be, being compared by somebody. Somebody is saying, you don't look good enough. You're not intelligent enough. You can't gel with in this social circle. Or, maybe it doesn't come directly, but I do notice it in people's language, in people's body language, in their, treatment towards me. So something or the other makes me feel lacking. So I want to make betterment and feel betterment and bring about betterment in those areas. So when there is a lack happening outwardly and I'm feeling there is a lack, that means the reason is within me, inside me. And I need to correct that reason. Once I correct that reason, then I how do I correct that reason? If I'm feeling lack, if I'm feeling unworthy, if I'm feeling unfulfilled, that means the feelings of perhaps judgment, perhaps envy, seeing somebody else more prosperous and I feel envious, seeing somebody else having better circumstances, better relationships, and I feel, lack there in a relationship area. So wherever I'm feeling these feelings, I need to correct them, because whatever, even if I'm trying to manifest something in the future, whenever that future comes, that future will come also in the in the form of present moment. And since I am not living happily in this present moment, whatever has happened is happening, good or bad, or a mix of good and bad, is the result of what I have been thinking and feeling in my past. Right? So if my feelings and thoughts were not great in the past, they have brought about these situations which is not making me feel fulfilled and good at the moment. So if I want to manifest something good in the future, I need to feel good and perfect, whatever perfection, good and best and prosperity and abundance I want to manifest in my future, I need to feel that in this very moment within myself. And how do I do that? Because most of the times, like as the researchers show, we think about 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day, and most of those thoughts are in the negative zone. Human mind has the tendency of drifting towards negativity more, and there are various reasons for this. As child, when we were born till the age 6 and 7 years, we our brain waves were in the theta brain waves, and we were in that absorbent and meditative kind of a state where we are just absorbing and downloading all the information in the form of any words, expressions, any behavior, whatever we are seeing and feeling and experiencing around us, hearing around us, we just download that. And that sometimes is good, sometimes is not good. In fact, most of the times we find, take that as trauma, and that trauma gets stored into our subconscious mind. Why do we take it that as a trauma? Because we as children are narcissists. Our minds, our thinking is like everything should be around us. Whatever, I want to dance in the rain, I should be allowed to do that. If somebody comes and scolds me, no, you should not be doing that, I feel bad. That goes as a trauma inside me. Again, the same thing could be dealt in a more beautiful, more lighter, more compassionate manner, but many a times that doesn't happen. If a parent, grandparent scolds me for any behavior which is not acceptable, or which may be harmful for me, for not indulging in that kind of behavior or in that kind of gesture, then I take it as a trauma that gets stored into my subconscious mind. So many such small and big things keep happening during the entire day, every day, and that keeps happening till the age 7 years, until, because at during first 6 or 7 years our conscious mind is not that much developed. It's still developing, and we don't have that ability of logic and being able to process the emotions that we are feeling. If somebody scolds me, I feel bad and I feel sad. If somebody is judging me, comparing me, I feel, unworthy. I feel not enough. So those feelings I'm not able to process. If somebody guides me and tells me, there is no, nothing wrong about being said that, then I'm fine. But if I have not been able to guided and counseled, and if I have not been able to process those emotions, they are, getting stored as trauma in our subconscious mind. And along with that, during the time, that 9 months that we spend in our mother's womb, whatever emotions and feelings my mother has experienced, that also gets as a, and the researchers say about 60 to 70% of inner child trauma that we are carrying within our subconscious mind, within our body, comes from that 9 months period. So all that trauma is also there, and the trauma and the past memories and the negative, imprints we also carry from many of our past lives also. So all these, memories and imprints we are carrying from past lives, from our mother's womb time, as well as first 7 years of our lives, they are stored in our subconscious mind. So despite the effort that we make every time to manifest something good in the future, there is something at the back of my mind, is telling me, no, 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 you're not worthy of this abundance. My subconscious mind from the back is telling me, right? And I'm not even aware of it. है ना? And sometimes if I have seen that stress in my childhood, the financial stress, maybe my parents have seen, or maybe we have, I will give you my example. I am Sindhi, and my ancestors, after the partition of India, they migrated from Sindh, which is the part of Pakistan, right? So all the properties, entire thing was left there, the entire family, and not in fact half of the family or maybe part of family was left there. They didn't want to leave their things. We left everything, our side left everything, all the properties, everything, whatever little they could carry in their hands, which is not everything, of course, which could not be not even 2 or 3%. They could only carry things which they could survive on for a few days. So with that kind of experience, today they have everything, tomorrow they have nothing. From a very prosperous and abundant state, they come to a zero state. Now that kind of experience has given and awakened some scarcity mindset among them, the fear about the money, fear about the situations and circumstances, which has gotten into their subconscious mind as well as gotten as a memory and imprint into their DNA, which I have also inherited. So despite bi- uh, you know uh, without my being aware or not aware about being knowing about something, which whatever is causing any kind of limiting beliefs or scarcity mindset or fear, it could be about money, about health, about anything. Many kind of imprints we are carrying in our DNA and in our subconscious mind, which could be coming from our ancestors, from my past lives, or my childhood traumas. So all this is blocking, creating blockages into the abundance and prosperity that I always want to create. And maybe that would have been a natural occurrence if there was not this blockages happening within me. That would have been a, because universe is always in a benevolent mode and is always blessing us with abundance. But our thought patterns, our imprints in our subconscious mind, they are creating these blockages. But if these are creating blockages and we want to create abundance in our life, then what do we do? And we are seeing negativity happening all around us. So we do cleaning, so whatever is happening around us, we take responsibility, 100% responsibility for that. Ki whatever is happening due to my subconscious patterns, or maybe I as a blueprint that I created and accepted as my life journey, for this life journey at the soul level, I created these experiences in my life which are giving me these negative experiences. So the reason for them is within me, inside me. I need to clear that experience. So that clearing is done by through this poem prayer called Ho'oponopono. So Ho'oponopono, many people say we use it for manifestation. So it is not used for manifestation. It is used for clearing whatever negativity is we are holding within ourselves. So once we clear the negative patterns and imprints within us, we get connected to our genuine, real self, which is the self of that Almighty, that Paramatma, that God self. That little being is also within us, and we get connected to that love self, which is full of love, which is full of gratitude, which is full of joy, which is full of peace. So once these negativities are cleared, we get connected to that form of ourselves, with that part of ourselves. Once we are connected to that ourselves, that form and part of ourselves, which is, naturally abundant and joyous and full of love, what will happen? The emotions and my being is now vibrating at a high level. And as the law of attraction says, whatever you think about, feel about, you bring about. That means everything is energy and everything is vibrating. Our vibration levels are different at vibration levels of vibrations for energy in different forms is different. Everything is energy. That means I am energy, you all are energy, my laptop is energy, my table is energy, my chair is energy. The same energy is the source of all creation. It could be in a living form, it could be in a non living form, and it could be in the dust form, it could be in the a mountain form, a river, a sun, a star, all galaxies, all planets, plants, animals, me, you, insects, everything. But there, and all energy vibrates. Every energy has a different level of vibration. So if I am vibrating at a low frequency, then I will attract and draw the experiences vibrating at that level. When I am clearing my inner being, inner child wounds, and my subconscious pattern through with the help of Ho'oponopono or forgiveness technique or practicing gratitude on a regular basis, then my frequency and my vibration goes higher and higher and higher. And now I am vibrating at a higher level. Now I draw all the experiences and situations and people who are vibrating at a high level, which is also my desire. Right? Is it all clear to you all? So we do this through Ho'oponopono, which becomes, it's a very simple four, statement prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And if some of you have heard about Ho'oponopono, you all must be knowing about this story. But for some who are not aware, I would like to share this key how this came about being so popular. And there was this is been popularized by Dr. Joe Vitale, who was, if you all have seen this movie Secret, he was also there in that, and he's talking about all those things about how we attract things in our life, which the movie which is being made by Rhonda Byrne. Now, Joe Vitale came to know about this Ho'oponopono when he heard a story about Dr. Hugh Len, a doctor from Hawaii, who was said to have cured a ward full of mentally or criminally mentally ill patients in a hospital. And that ward, and no doctors and nurses would like to go near the patients of that ward because they were very violent. Anybody who would go near them, they were so, violent that they would attack anybody and everybody. So nobody would go to close to them, and it was really difficult to keep them contained into that one ward. So when Dr. Hewlin came to know about that, he either he was approached or he actually went to went himself to with the offer that I would like to cure. That is not clear because both the stories are on. He said but he said I will cure them. I will cure on the one condition: I'm not going to meet any of the patients. I am not going to go there. I will heal them and treat them and cure them the way I want to do that. So, how he did it? He would open all their files, each patient's file every day, and he will read all the data and records, whatever their history was telling and was mentioned in their records. And as he would be reading, there would be certain emotions surfacing up within him. Either he would feel anger, he will feel judgment, or he will feel frustrated, he will feel sadness, he will feel many kinds of all negative emotions. And since he was aware about this prayer, that any negative emotion comes up, I heal that, I heal myself. I don't need to go out healing anybody. I need to heal that emotion which is rising within me. Once I heal that and get connected with my inner self, which is my higher self, that healing, I have healed myself. Now healing is getting reflected in the patients around me on which I am focusing. So when he started doing that within a few months, like initially, those patients had to be sedated. They had to be chained also sometimes. Now their sedation slowly stopped, their chaining stopped, and then slowly their behavior became better, and their thoughts became better, and they calmed down. And slowly came a time, within a year, they were all released, and that ward had to be closed, shut down. So that speaks about the power of this powerful prayer, Ho'oponopono. Just by speaking these four sentences, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. When I'm saying sorry, say if I have some, tussle with my friend or at home also, if something wrong goes on and I'm sulking, and supposing I had a fight or, tit-a-tat with my husband, and I'm sulking, and when he comes and says sorry, what happens to me? Till now, I was sulking and vibrating at a very low frequency. The moment he comes and says sorry, I am relieved and relaxed and I'll go hug him. Nothing. Everything is sorted now. My energy has risen above, has gone at a higher frequency. So that word has that power. So all the words carry their own energy and that power. So similarly, these words also, sorry has that power when we are saying that sorry to the universe, to the people around us, irrespective of we doing it directly or indirectly, it does create that healing around within us and then around us. That healing within me reflects outside in everybody. So I always say, whenever I am trying to work on myself, that one work on me affects people around me. They could be four, five, three, whatever the number of members, family members in my life. Once I start healing myself, correcting myself through the prayer of Hoponopono, gratitude, and forgiveness, people around me start changing. I don't really have to go out and change them, which I used to do till about 5 years back, since the time I started working on these modalities and create working deeply and seeing their effect on myself. Now, till that time, I used to try whatever ways that to change their behavior, to teach certain things and this and that, and nothing was actually working. It was only creating more and more stress in my life and in everybody's life. But now I don't do anything outside. I just work on myself, indulge deeply into gratitude, indulge deeply into Ho'oponopono. Things have automatically started changing around me. My health is much better. I'm into my 50s. I look much younger and I feel much more energized. I feel so good and great about life. I get up every day with a lot of energy and happiness and joy, all because I'm only working about on myself. So these four sentence का जो prayer है, this works wonderfully on everybody. We only need to clear whatever negativity we are carrying within us. The more clearing we keep on doing within us, things around me, the more my inner being starts getting clear and joyous and peaceful and calm and full of love, full of unconditional giving, full of oneness. It starts reflecting in my situations around, in my people around, in my health, in my in not only the people around, in the situations around. Like you, I start, I feel we all become like magnets. We actually are magnets. We are every moment behaving as a magnet and manifesting every moment. We really don't have to think of manifesting things in the future that we are thinking when we are saying ki, I will manifest, when we want to manifest something good. But with our thoughts and feelings, we are actually manifesting every moment. This is another thing that we end up manifesting most of the times, something which is not desirable for me, which I don't desire because my thoughts are in that range, my feelings are in that range, lower frequency. So I'm attracting and manifesting all negative things and people and circumstances in my life. But the more I work on my frequencies and I raise my vibrations, now I attract. I become that magnet which attracts and pulls things, attracts and pulls and magnetize things which are desirable for me. Right? Is it all clear to all of you?